Hello, my name is Brandon Ramacco, and today we're going to talk about slide cupping and skin rolling. These are two treatments for fascial adhesions between the skin and the tissue underneath. We're trying to break up these extra connections from healing injury, or maybe you haven't been moving in a long time and slowly your body has basically stuck things together from lack of activity. One way to detect this lack of activity is if the skin doesn't slide in all directions evenly, or if it's painful to slide the skin in a certain direction, that can indicate that things are stuck together. So the first treatment we'll talk about is sliding cups, or moving cups, as traditional Chinese medicine acupuncturist used to call them. You can use plastic cups, you can use glass cups. I like to use silicone cups. In particular, I like to use the tiny cups here. And with these tiny cups, we're going to be moving them across the skin, so it helps to have some sort of lubricant to help with the sliding. One of the best ones I've found is actually moisturizing cream, like just Johnson & Johnson moisturizing cream, pump handle, and afterwards it just absorbs into the skin afterwards. You can of course wipe off excess, but your skin won't be too excessively oily like with a massage oil. So it's my preferred lubricant for this type of treatment. Typically, I sometimes use, if that's not close enough to me, I might use ultrasound gel as well. But you most likely probably don't have ultrasound gel around. But yeah, just normal lotion tends to work well with these silicone cups. And I prefer these silicone cups because they're soft. They can conform to the curves of the skin, and they're easier to work around bones and things without them popping off. And they're relatively inexpensive as well. So they are my recommendation. And of course, you can use them wherever you suspect you might have some adhesions. And in particular, I like to use the cups because there's multiple strategies for breaking up fascial adhesions. If it's here, I tend to use quick thrusts to break up fascial adhesions. If they're in the hand, I tend to sort of hold down the skin and then move the tissue underneath by moving the fingers. But where I like to use cups a lot is in sort of the hip lower back area and at the sort of bottom of the neck here. Particularly with people who've been working at a desk a long time, inactive, the skin can get stuck to the muscles underneath and the tissue underneath there, and it can end up with a pinching pain every time they try to move because it's grabbing the skin in a painful, pinching, uncomfortable way. But sliding this around can free that up and allow them to move more pain-free. The other thing to do with cups is you could put it in one place and then have them move as the cup's in place. So it doesn't need to be sliding cups. It's a similar idea to sliding cups. We're just using the cup to lift the skin off and to hold it off while they're moving the tissue underneath. Or you can lift the skin up and then move the skin as you're moving with the cup. So I have some ultrasound gel on my arm now, and I want to spread that around everywhere I plan to go because it needs to slide. So move it around everywhere I plan to go. Then with these silicone cups, you can push them down. I tend to lift one corner as I'm pushing down to help the air escape. We're trying to create a vacuum, so we want the air to escape. Then I let it seal, and it should lift up the skin. And then, if it doesn't work, do it again. Okay, so now it's lifting up the skin. You can see it's sort of puckering there. Instead of leaving it in place, I'm going to try to slide it. Now, if I hit a place where it's just not moving and it hurts, chances are that's the place with the adhesion. So I can sort of work back and forth, maybe work back and forth towards it, away from it, come at it from different angles, and slowly lift it up and break those adhesions. Just a little bit at a time because it can be a little bit painful. If you don't have any adhesions, at worst, this is a little uncomfortable if you're using a lot of suction, but shouldn't be painful. So it all depends on whether you have adhesions or not, whether it's painful or not. If you have the pain, you can sort of rest assured that you're doing something good to help break those adhesions. Caveat, when in doubt, see a health professional. You could have a dermatitis, skin infections, and things like that. So when in doubt, always seek a health professional. But in general, fascial adhesions, it should only hurt if you actually have one. So now we'll talk about skin rolling. Similar idea to slide cupping, we want to lift the skin up and to break those adhesions. So we are going to lift and we're just going to roll it and move. And lift and roll. Sorry, my arm is still a little bit wet from washing off the ultrasound gel. Yeah, lift. And if you get to a place with a fascial adhesion, you won't be able to lift it and it'll be painful. And so you can sort of try to work it back and forth to try to pull that skin off of the tissue. Okay, so I hope you found this informative. I hope this helps with any of your problems, and I wish you good luck. Cheers.